we have a glutes and hamstrings workout today, so you absolutely don't need any equipment. If you happen to have a resistance loop, grab that. It's gonna add a really big layer of intensity, but this is gonna be a super challenging workout with or without the resistance loop. So up to you, take a minute, get yourself all set. You need your mat, if you have a loop, go grab it, then join me. You're gonna take the band, you're gonna wrap it around your thighs. Now the band's gonna be just a few inches above the knees. Again, if you don't have one, totally fine. Go ahead and bring yourself into parallel. Heels underneath the sits bones. Stand really tall here. You can take the hands to the hips. Just take a minute, be here. You made it, you're on your mat. You're gonna be with me for about 30 minutes. And just let your focus come here. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, I want you to hinge your torso forward. So your hips are gonna reach back and your heart is gonna dive forward. Notice that nothing changed in the shape of your spine. You're not letting your ribcage fall to the ground. You're not letting your low back arch. We're staying really strong through the abdominals and really long through both sides of the waist. Inhale here. Exhale, stand all the way up, pushing through the heels and squeezing the glutes. Again, inhale. As you exhale, I want you to hinge. Now layering on just a little bit, you're gonna inhale, you're gonna bend the knees and you're gonna come into your squat position. So the hips are still reaching way back. And again, the spine is still really long. You haven't changed the shape of your spine at all. Take a big inhale, lengthen the spine. Now, as you exhale, I do want you to change the shape of your spine. You're gonna round your spine, release over your thighs, let your head go, and then you're gonna slowly roll yourself all the way up, letting your head and neck be last. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, squat, reaching the hips way back. Big inhale, hold the squat. Exhale, release the torso, and slowly roll yourself up. You're gonna take that whole thing one more time. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale, squat. Big inhale, hold the squat. Exhale, release. And roll yourself up. Now this time I want you to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, come to squat and hold that squat. Send the arms long up towards the ears. As you exhale, sweep them back, palms face the floor. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep. Now start to press out with your thighs. So whether or not you have the band, I want you to really press out. So you're feeling the inner thighs opening just slightly. And you're feeling the shin bones squeeze in, again, just slightly. So you really stabilize knee joints. 2 more. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, back. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Now I want you to reach the arms up overhead. Hold them there, push through the heels, stand all the way up, and then straight to your squat. Let's go, it's up, and squat. Go, lift, and squat. Still initiating with the hips pulling back. Yes, every time you lower down. 4 more. Go 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to hold that squat. Hands can come to the hips, or they can come to your heart center, your call. From here, I'll turn to face you. Your left leg is gonna externally rotate, so the whole left leg turns out. Left leg to parallel, stay with the left, it's out. And in, so from my thigh bone, I'm rotating out, and I'm rotating in. You may not have as much external rotation as I do, or as someone else does, because I don't have a whole lot. Just go in your range of motion. 2 more, the whole leg rotates out, and it rotates in. Last one. Switch, it's the right leg that rotates open, and close. Yes, so my hips aren't moving, right? Hips are nice and square. The right leg rotates open, so inner thighs facing towards me, and then you rotate it back to parallel. Beautiful. Go for it. And in. So what we're doing here is warming up the inner and outer thighs and glutes. 2 more, out, and in. Last one here. Now I want you to hold that in, take a big breath in. As you exhale, I want you to fold over both legs. Forward fold position. Do whatever you need to do here. You can bend one knee then the other. You could sway the upper body side to side. Whatever feels right for you. Big inhale. Big exhale. Now I want you to soften the knees. Let the tail be heavy and slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand. Again, head comes last. Roll the shoulders back. and we're gonna get to work on this right leg. Now I want you to come into that squat position, so hips back, and hinge the torso forward, there it is. Now you're gonna stabilize through this right foot. So really push down through the right foot here and extend the left leg back behind you. So you're not putting any weight into that left leg or anchoring down through the right leg here. Now from here, I just want you to tap that back left foot in and extend the left leg back. Tap it in and back. So right away, we're gonna start to build some heat into the supporting right leg. The whole series is happening on the right leg here. So we're gonna work the right glutes and the right hamstring. We'll take a stretch. We'll switch, do everything on the left, and then we'll center line ourselves. So we'll do some bridging work, really short bridging work to finish. You have 4 more, tap it in, press it back. So your hips are staying square. I'm pushing down through my right heel and drawing my right hip back. Last one in. Now I want you to hold that extension back. Lift the left leg just a few inches to a hover off of the mat. Now take the left leg like a rainbow, take the big toe out toward the left. Squeeze and lift to the pinky toe over to the right, drawing a little rainbow shape up and over, tap the big toe, up and over, tap the pinky. It's lift and tap. Yes, lift and tap. So a lot of balance here. If at any point, if it's too much, take a hand to a wall or grab a chair. That's totally fine. Go lift, big toe tap, lift. So as I'm moving my left leg here, I want to really balance and support myself through my grounding right foot. So I'm pushing my weight into my right heel, and then I'm lengthening my right toes nice and long, so I'm not gripping them in my shoe. You have 4, 3, 2, last one, bring it back to center, push down through all 5 toenails on that left foot. Just lift that left leg up and lower it down. You have lift and lower, beautiful. Take a lift, tap it down. So even though most of our work is happening in our supporting right leg here, you're still working this back left glute. Squeeze to lift, squeeze to lower, yeah. Squeeze and lift, and lower. You have 4 more. Go 4, and tap. Go 3. You have 2 more. Go lift, whoa, and lower. Now I'm losing my balance. Last one. Now I want you to hold those left toes down, and I want you to inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ears. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, sweep the arms back just like you did in warm-up, but this time I want you to dive your heart forward. Inhale, lift the heart just halfway up, float the arms. Exhale, dive the heart so you're coming parallel to the floor. Inhale, sweep it up. Wow, this is challenging. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive. Now I did push the ball of my left foot down for a little bit of a kickstand here. Feel free to do that as well. You have 3, and dive. You have 2, and dive. Last one, inhale up. Now I want you to hold that dive forward. Here's where it gets really crazy. One more time, I want you to lift that back left leg and lower it down. Yes, go lift, whoo, and lower. So ideally here, your chest is getting closer to your right thigh. Now I am on fire. So I'm probably at about 45 degrees, I'm guessing. I'm sure I feel like I'm lower, but I really am not. You have 4, that's okay. Come as low as you can. 3, you have 2. Hold that lift and breathe. You're tapping that left knee down, you're coming to all 4s. In 4, dive the heart forward. 3, dive the heart forward. 2, tap that back left knee down and sweep the right leg up towards the ceiling. Whew. Bending to that right leg. Gorgeous. Now from here, I want you to kick the right leg long, extending it nice and straight. Pull the left hip bone back, and full range, you're gonna tap the right toes down, squeeze and lift. Go tap it down, squeeze and lift. So nice, long, straight right leg. If this is too much on your wrist joints, you can tap your forearms down here, that's totally fine. If you need a little more cushion under your left knee, pause me, and go ahead and roll up your mat. That's great. You have 4 more. Go tap and lift. 3 more, it's down. Now squeeze the glutes to lift. Gorgeous, it's 2. And lift. Last one, I want you to hold the lift and flex to the right foot. Hamstring, curl the heel in. Extend it out, keep going. You pull the heel in, you reach it out. Now as you take this hamstring curl, can you keep your right thigh lifted high? So you're not dropping the thigh to pull the heel into the seat. Yes, lift it up, and then squeeze to lengthen, gorgeous. Lift and squeeze. Lift and curl. Squeeze the glute. You have 3. And reach. You have 2. You're gonna hold this bent leg position right here. Let's go, bend it in. Hold that bend and just stamp the ceiling. Little lift, little lift, little up. Now the closer you get your right heel in towards your seat, the more you're gonna fire up your hamstrings. So that's really up to you here. Be sure that you're not jutting your left hip out to the left here. So really pull your left hip bone back and shift more weight into your right palm. That'll give you a little more support through the whole left side body. Yes, you have 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. I want you to hold that lift. Just pull the heel in. Little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. So like you're trying to kick yourself in the butt with your right heel. You take it, little pull, little pull, little pull. So this is a lot of heat building for that right side hamstring. The hamstrings run up the back side of the leg, and they insert into the base of the seat, right at the smile of your seat. So that's really where you want to be feeling this, right at that smile. Yes. You have 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. Little combo here. You're going to externally rotate that right leg, so turn the right leg out. Now I want you to pull your right knee towards your right elbow. Press your right leg back behind you, and then rotate your leg back to parallel. So a lot like your warm-up. Hips aren't moving, I'm just turning my right leg out. Pull your right knee to your right elbow. Press your right leg back. Rotate it back to parallel. I'm going to show you 2 more that look just like that. Externally rotate the leg. Pull it in towards your right elbow, keeping it high. Press it back behind you and rotate parallel. Last one, stay lifted through that right thigh bone. Pull it in. Press it back. Parallel. Now I want you to externally rotate the leg. And from here, I just want you to lift it up. Go lift and lift and lift. You've got this. Go a little up. This is it, I promise, on this right leg. You have a hold in 16. Breathe. Stay lifted through the abdominals. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift and squeeze the outer right glutes. See if you can pull the heel closer into the seat and then lift the thigh bone higher. 4. Lift higher, 3. Lift higher, 2. And child's pose. Your knees may not come super wide if you have a band on. That's okay. Rest your seat back toward your heels. Maybe sway the upper body side to side. If you need to circle your wrists, great opportunity to do that. Big breath in. Big breath out. When you are ready, find your way back up to standing. We have a whole other leg to do. Left leg's gonna come forward. Right leg is back. Actually, let's start with our feet in parallel, excuse me. We'll come into that squat. So reach the hips back and then bend the knees, really being sure that the knees stay back behind the toes. Shift the weight into the left foot, and from there, extend the right leg back behind you. Anchor down through the left heel and pull the left hip bone back. That right leg is gonna tap in and tap out. Tap it in, press it out, gorgeous. Now if you wanna go faster, by all means do it. I'm gonna stay nice and slow here and make this more about my balance in my left leg. Because those little wobbles, all of those little fidgets and movements, that's all building strength. As you draw your left hip back, I want you to press your right hip forward. So you're staying nice and square through both sides of the pelvis. 4 more, pull it in. Press it out. Take it 3. And press. You have 2. And reach. Last one. Hold that press back and float the right leg just a few inches up and off your mat. Then you're gonna take your right leg out to the right, press your big toe into the ground. Squeeze the glutes, lift it up. Take the leg out to the left and rotate the pinky toe down to the mat. So it's a little rainbow up and tap. Little lift and tap. Lift, big toe, lift, pinky toe. Yes. Now whatever you need to do for balance here is great. If you need to hold onto a wall or a chair, do it. Gosh, my balance is super off today. That's okay. Now as you work here, make sure you're staying really strong in the abdominals. So ribs are hugging in. Low belly is hugging in, so you're not arching in the low back as you're lifting this right leg up and down. Yes. You have 4 more. Go. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to meet me back at center, pressing all 5 toenails on the right foot down into the mat. Yes, so hips stay nice and square here. Just lift that back right leg up and tap. Little lift, little tap. It's up and down. Yes, lift and lower. Pushing down through that left heel and drawing that left hip bone back. 4 more. Go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. Now maybe you tuck your toes like a little kickstand. I want you to inhale, sweep the arms up by your ears. As you exhale, you're going to sweep the arms back and you're going to dive your heart forward towards the ground. Inhale, sweep it up, come up halfway. Exhale, dive it forward. It's inhale, lift. It's exhale, sweep. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, you sweep. You have 2 more. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, sweep. Last one. Then you're going to hold that sweep. This is when it gets real. Keep the heart diving forward. Come up onto the tippy toes of that right foot and lift the right leg. Tap it down. Go lift and lower. Yes, go up and down. You're going to hold the lift, and you're coming back to that all-fours position. You have 4 more. You've got this. Ready? 4, 3, heart more. 2, hold the lift. Dive that heart forward and breathe. Tapping the right knee to the mat in 4, 3, 2. Right knee taps down, all 4s. Now again, if you need to roll your mat up, do it. Once you find the position that you need, extend the left leg and lift it up off the mat. Tap it down, squeeze the lift. Tap the toes, squeeze the glutes lift. Now in this straight leg position, you're 100% gonna work your quadriceps along with your glutes, and that's great. Really squeeze the quadriceps, the thighs, so you can keep the left leg really straight here. And then be sure, as you lift the leg, that it's lifting because you're squeezing your butt, not because you're dropping your belly down. So as you lift the leg, it can help to exhale, to really engage through the abdominal wall. 4 more. Go tap. And squeeze. It's 3. And squeeze. You have 2 more. Tap. And squeeze. The last one. Hold the lift. Flex to that left foot. Hamstring curl it in. And reach it out. Go curl it in. And reach it out. Again, if this is too much on your wrists, don't hesitate to tap to your forearms here. You can do all of this on your forearms. That's totally fine. As you pull your left heel to your seat, lift the left thigh bone higher. So it's not dropping down to initiate this hamstring curl. It's the glutes and it's the hamstrings that pull the leg in. 4 more. Go 4. Squeeze the glute reach. Go 3. And reach. You have 2 more. Go in. And reach. Now I want you to hold the bend in that left leg and just start to stomp up towards the ceiling. Go. Little press, little press, little press. Now shift a little more weight into your left palm and really actively pull your right hip back to the back corner of the mat. So that you're not jutting your right hip bone to the wall next to you, but really lengthening and elongating through both sides of the waist. Yes. 8 more lifts. Go. 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. You're gonna hold the lift and pull that left heel a little in, a little squeeze, a little squeeze, a little squeeze. So again, really firing up into the hamstrings here. So right at the base of the seat, right where the seat smiles, that's where I want you to feel this deep engagement. You have 8 more, go. 8, 7, 6. It's our combo on deck. In 3, in 2, hold that squeeze. Externally rotate the left leg, so chunk it out. Pull the left knee towards the left elbow. Press the left leg back, and then rotate it back to parallel. So again, hips aren't moving. It's my thigh bone that opens, that squeezes in, that presses back, and rotates parallel. 2 more, rotate open, squeeze it in. Now see if you can stay lifted as you squeeze the knee in. Last one, rotate open. Lift that thigh bone, press it back, and rotate parallel. Now I want you to externally rotate the leg, and I want you to hold it as you start to lift. Go little lift, little lift. This is it. On this left leg, go up and up and up. 16. Now see if you can squeeze the outer left glutes and pull the heel a little closer to the seat. Go 8 to a hold. You're here for 4, 3, 2. I want you to pull the heel a little closer to the seat and lift the thigh higher for your hold. It's 4. On your back in 3. Lift higher, 2. Swing that left leg through and find your way back onto your back. Feel free to pass through a child's pose if you want to match the other side. Push down through both feet, bringing them into parallel. Heels are in line with the sits bones. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, soften your rib cage down. Push through your heels and squeeze your glutes to lift just halfway up and off the mat. It's inhale, hover the seat. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, you hover. Exhale, you press. Now as you press up, I want you to feel your heels push down into the mat. And then I want you to really actively squeeze your glutes rather than letting your back arch. So as you lift the seat, hug the ribs down and really feel the sides of the waist wrapping in. 4 more, it's hover and press. 3 more, go hover and press. Yes, you're gonna hold the lift. After this last one, let's go, it's down. I want you to hold that lift. Now it might be helpful to close your eyes for this variation. I want you to really push down through your heels. And then without actually moving, I want you to imagine pulling your heels back like you're trying to tap them to your glutes. Ready? Pull the heels, hold. Go pull the heels, hold. So again, I'm not seeing you do anything. It's just an activation, right? It's the concept of drawing your heels back. And what that's gonna really do, I'm hoping you feel, is fire up your hamstrings. Now, if that is like, no way, crazy lady, you're welcome to just do little lifts here. But maybe give it a try, because it really is a great way of activating the hamstrings in this position. Yes, you have 4 more. Go, 4, and 3, and 2. Now I want you to keep that energy of the heels pulling back and just lift the seat up. Go little lift, little lift, little lift. So continue to feel the heels pulling back as you squeeze the glutes to lift them up and up and up. I am shaking in both sets of hamstrings. Little lift to go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. We're gonna repeat the whole thing. Ready? Inhale, hover. Exhale, lift. You got this. Go inhale, hover. And exhale, lift. Take it down to a hover. Hug the ribs in as you lift. It might help to really use that as you lift. Inhale down. And exhale up. The same 3 variations. All that is in addition is a hold to finish your class. After those little lifts. 2 more, go. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Again, it might benefit you to close your eyes as you take the energy of the heels pulling back. Here we go. You feel the heels pull back, hold. Little back hold. Little back hold. So it's as if you're trying to drag the mat back towards you with your feet. Pull, hold. Go pull, hold. Maybe check in with the rib cage. Make sure it's not flaring open here. Hug the ribs in and soften the backside of the ribs down towards the mat. What's going on with your face and your shoulders? Soften them. You don't need them right now. You have 4 more. Go 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to keep the energy pulling back. Just lift your seat, little lift, little lift. This is it, little lift. Press out on the band if you have it on. Even if you don't have it on, press out with your thighs so they're not accidentally rolling in towards each other. Feel the heels pull back towards the glutes. You have 8 more to hold. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift. Push through the heels. And then one more time, really drag the mat back towards your glutes. Yes, maybe send the fingertips up. And then use the exhale to lift the seat a little higher. 4, 3, 2. Tap the seat down. Take the band off if you're using it. And hug your knees into your chest. Whew. Awesome work, you guys. That was a whole lot of shaking I had going on. We get to stretch now. So no glutes and hamstrings workout would be complete without a figure 4 stretch. Go ahead and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Reach through, grab a hold of that left thigh, and gently draw it in towards your chest. If this is way too much for you, let your left foot come down the mat. That's totally fine. Now if stillness feels right for you, do that. Or you can always take a little rock side to side. You can gently pull your left thigh towards you or circle your left ankle around. Big inhale. Big exhale. Now let your left foot lower to the mat if it's not already there. Take your right foot in your right hand and take a single-sided happy baby here. It might feel good to let your left leg kind of fall open as a counterbalance. Just feel your inner thighs opening up towards the ceiling. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more time, big inhale. Big exhale. Bring that leg back to center and switch sides, crossing the left ankle over the right thigh for your figure 4. Again, if you prefer to have your right foot on the mat, that's totally fine. You can play with rocking side to side or gently drawing the right thigh in towards your chest. Maybe you circle the right ankle around, just get all those snap, crackle, and pops out of there. Feel all that work that you did in the glutes. And just try to breathe and let it release and lengthen. Big inhale. Big exhale. Gently lower your left foot. Your right foot. Take your left foot into your left hand and come and open into that single-sided happy baby. Absolutely, you can let the right thigh bone kind of fall open as a little counterbalance here. So you feel an opening here, I'm hoping, through the left inner thigh and into the hamstrings, absolutely. And of course into the hips too. Big breath in. Long breath out. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Hug that left knee back to center and either roll over your side or rock and roll your way up to extend the legs long out in front of you. Inhale, stoop the fingertips up overhead. And as you exhale, take a forward fold. You can stay lifted in the heart. You can round the torso, whatever feels best for you. Wherever you are, make sure that you're staying really soft through the face and through the shoulders. You're letting yourself just breathe and lengthen here, really opening up to the backs of the legs. I want you to take 3 breaths with me here. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big breath in. And big breath out. Slowly roll yourself back up to a seated position. Find any position of your legs that feels comfortable for you. And together one more time. Inhale, scoop the arms up. And exhale, and soften down. Amazing work today. That was some serious hamstring and glute activation. I am going to be feeling that tomorrow. Feedback, questions, I love to hear from you. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I hope that you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again next week with the new Barre with Mary class.